The Flextail Zero Pump is all the rage on YouTube. Is it loud? How's the battery life? Is it worth 50 bucks? I'll give you my opinion on this little gadget. How do you inflate your air mattress? Is it huffing and puffing? An inflator bag? Or is it a pump? I've done all three. I just got back from a thru hike on the Uinta Highline trail where I was with two other guys, and all three of us had different ways of inflating our air mattresses, and I decided it was time for a change. The old tried and true, just blowing up your air mattress directly with your mouth. It's the cheapest and most ultra lightweight option because you don't have to buy or carry anything. But let's be honest, it kind of sucks because you've done a long day of backpacking, you're tired, and you have to get in there and huff and puff and blow up that air mattress. Not to mention that blowing directly into your air mattress, you can blow some spit in there, some moisture, which causes an environment that can create mold. Ew. I have the popular Nemo Tensor sleeping pad. It is the long and wide version, and it comes with an inflator bag. Now this inflator bag, it directly attaches to the sleeping pad, and on the other hand, it has a wider opening. You blow air over the edge of that wide opening, and it inflates the bag much quicker than blowing directly into the air mattress. And then you take that bag and you squeeze it multiple times, blowing the air from the bag into the sleeping pad. Now, that pad is free since it comes with the sleeping pad. And doing it this way, you also introduce less moisture into your sleeping pad since you're blowing into that bag and not the pad. My bag weighs 33 ounces, and this method does not require any batteries or recharging of batteries. I used to use a pump while on trail. That pump was super loud, and it would unintentionally turn on in my backpack while I was hiking. Due to that awkwardness and the concerns about battery life because of it turning on unintentionally in my backpack, I decided to switch over to a pump sack. After using the pump sack for 7 nights in a row after being in the Uintas with my friends and watching my friend use a pump every night, I thought maybe it was time to reinvestigate pumps. So I picked up the Flextail Zero Pump. I actually didn't pay for this. They sent it to me free of charge. And this thing only weighs 33 grams, which is the same weight as the pump sack. Now, this thing, as you can see, is just a little bit bigger than a shotgun shell or a tube of lipstick. The design of this pump is a little bit better than the old one where you have to double click the power button in order for it to turn on. So that should reduce that worry of the pump automatically turning on while it's inside my backpack. And this one also has 6 different attachments that go right onto the pump where you can attach it directly to the pad. So there is no awkwardness of holding your pump while it's inflating. It can also be used for deflating your pad, and it says that it will last 25 minutes. More on that later. Depending on the size of your pad, it says that it can inflate your pad 15 to 25 times. More on that later. Now this pump is currently $47 on Amazon, and I will leave a link to that in the video description. So let's do a head-to-head-to-head comparison of blowing up your mattress with your mouth, using that inflator bag, or using the pump. The Flextail Zero inflated my Nemo tensor long and wide in 1 minute and 15 seconds. I inflated my pad with the pump sack in 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And I inflated by mouth in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Yes, the Pump Zero does make some noise, but it's not nearly as loud and obnoxious as my old Flextail pump. Looks good and probably worth the $50 to avoid the daily huffing and puffing after a long day of backpacking. But hold on just a second. Let's talk about battery life. So I received my Pump Zero from Flextail for free. The pump comes with a rechargeable battery. The battery does need to be removed from the pump in order to recharge it. But there is a port right on the battery where you can plug a USB-C cable to it and to your power bank where you could charge it while out on trail. When I received my Pump Zero, the first thing I did is I fully charged that battery. And then I tried inflating my pad with the pump. And the first time I tried using it, I couldn't even inflate my pad once before the battery died. Given that there are numerous other positive reviews on this pump from both YouTubers and people on Amazon, I decided to give Flextail another chance. I had heard that they had really good customer service, so I contacted them and I told them about the problem and they shipped me a new pump. So their customer service was great. I received my new pump, I fully recharged the battery again, and I wasn't optimistic when I went to go test the pump. But I started inflating my Nemo tensor long and wide and it inflated my pad 23 times. Again, this is the long and the wide, so if you have a smaller air mattress, it probably could do it more than that. After I got done wearing out the battery after 23 times, I went to recharge it, and it took about 90 minutes to get a full charge again. After my initial experience with that first pump, I was super skeptical of both all of the YouTube guys telling me that it was a great pump and the Flextail marketing. But after I contacted Flextail and they agreed to ship me that new pump, and I got the pump and I charged it up and I inflated my pad 23 times, I'm kind of sold on the Flextail Pump Zero. So is it worth the $47? I think so, because I don't want to have to huff and puff and blow up my mattress every night. Is it required and do you absolutely need it? Probably not. So it's really up to you if you want to buy the Flextail Pump Zero. Now, I haven't had this pump out on trail and bumped it around and really gave it a good durability test. But this thing seems solid. It's made out of a metal, probably aluminum, and I think that it would last. Now, if you have had the Flextail Pump Zero out on trail numerous times, I would really appreciate it if you made a comment down below and shared not only with me but with other viewers your experience with the Pump Zero. Now, I have about 300 backpacking and gear review videos on YouTube. If you like this video, I invite you to go check out those other videos. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit subscribe, punch the bell notification, hit like, do all those things. Check out Midwest Backpacker on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for watching this video, and I will hopefully see you out on the trail.